All the questions this week seem to center around boundary boxes and positioning text in the center of objects. So we're going to do some examples on how to do that and what boundary boxes do and some tricks of how to use them. Right now I have some text on the screen. I'm going to create a boundary box around them. So I'm going to say boundary box and select my text. And I'll end my selection. The system will fit the smallest box that it can around this area here. If I wanted to, I could expand the box. Let's say we even it off to 26 inches in the X, and we'll say 11 inches in the Y. So now that I've created my boundary box, I've got a little bit of area around it. I can also, in the boundary box options, there's a number of things. I can do a cylinder as well. So in this case here, I'm going to select my text once again. I'm going to unselect the other boundary box just so it's out of the way for the moment. And now I'm going to go to cylinder. The default here is the x-axis, which you can see is not giving us what we're looking for in this case. I just want a simple cylinder from the outside, or a simple circle in this case. If I go to the y-axis, that's not correct. But if I set it to Z and we'll go to top view here, we get an enclosing circle around the object. Now we can even this out if we want. We can change it to an even 15 inches or maybe even 20 inches. This gives us the size of the shape we need maybe to machine this text into a part. You can use the boundary boxes for many different applications, and we're going to show you how to use it to center text in both a circle and a square that already exist. That operation is slightly different than what we're doing here. Now I'm going to show you a trick to use a boundary box to get the center of the body of this text here. First thing I'm going to do is I've created another layer here. I'm going to activate it, and we're going to name it B-box for being simple here. I'm going to go to my boundary box. I'm going to window select my text. And right now, I don't want a cylinder, so I'm going to go back and change this to a rectangle. So I'm going to confirm my box. For simplicity, and I'm going to turn off the layer with the text on it. Right now, I want to grab the center point of the text, which is the center point of this box. So I'm going to go into my wireframe and go into my points command. And I'm going to use a little trick to get the center point here. I'm going to hover on this corner here until I get a green X or plus. I'm going to hover to this corner until I get a green plus, which will give me a little red X dead center of the box. Now I have my point where I want it to be. I'm going to confirm my point. Now I have a point to work from. If I turn the text back on, it shows the point with the text around it. Now for simplicity, we're going to turn off the boundary box by activating our text layer and turn off the boundary box. And I'm going to turn on a square, which I made previously. So now I want to put this text in the center of this square. I've kept the point here from the boundary box, the center, so I can use it. So I'm going to go to Transform, Translate, and Translate to a plane. I want to select my text, and I'll unselect the point here so I don't copy it. I'll end selection. I select here copy. I'm going to do one instance. I'm going from a top plane to the top plane. I don't need to change my destination plane in this case. The source is going to be this point that I made. Right now, it thinks that I want to go to 0, 0. By selecting destination here, I'm going to tell it where I want it to be by hovering over this point here and making my quick center with this little trick. I'll select it. Now I have the text located perfectly inside this boundary box. If circles work basically the same way, I can go ahead and use my translate the same way. Select my text, everything's the same. And my source will be this point here. My destination will be the point which is the center of the circle. And now I have that perfectly located where I need it. So I can engrave this. I could use this technique to find out what size stock I need, a lot of different things. Thank you for watching.